One of the things that I do differently is the green bean casserole. I want my mushroom soup made from scratch, and I want my green beans to be Haricot, which is just French green bean, put in the homemade mushroom soup. And then of course, there is no substitution for the classic French crispy onions. So, but we have our cream, we have that over here getting warm. So just take some garlic. You don't have to cut it up or anything because we're just gonna infuse the milk. We're gonna put that in there, and then we're gonna chop our mushrooms up. We're just gonna give a really rough chop. These are just beautiful. And it's a mixture of all the mushrooms. Throw all your mushrooms in there. Ooh, that's a lot of mushrooms. It's gonna be so delicious. I do like a little bit of onion in mine. You don't have to. So I'm just gonna go with some tiny little onions. I'm not gonna put a whole lot. The reason you salt right now is to break down those mushrooms and onions and garlics and take away bitterness. Just salting enough so that salt can chemically do what salt does. We're not salting to taste. When you're making a soup or a gravy or a broth, you really want to finish your salt level at the end because we are cooking down, cooking down, cooking down. And then give it a stir. And then it's just going to slowly infuse. It's going to slowly heat up, and all those flavors are going to leak into that heavy cream. Now for your green beans, this is an Haricot. This little tail right here, that's the cute part. You don't cut that off. You cut the stem off. Now I do it like this. That helps me get them all about the same length, and that makes me happy. So once your water's boiling, you're gonna put your green beans in. Now, you can't really oversalt this water because we do want the salt to go into the green bean. We're gonna take these babies, and we're gonna throw them in. And then you don't want to put your lid on. This is gonna take like a minute, minute and a half. So we're gonna check the green beans. Yes, they smell really good, and you can definitely smell the green beans. Okay, so then you take them right out and you put them right in ice water. When you boil them for a second, it's called blanching. And when you put them into the ice water, it's called shocking. So this is blanching and shocking. And we're stopping the cooking process, and we're locking in the crispy green flavor. I'm gonna show you the soup. So we have to taste it. Oh yeah, it's really good. We're gonna take our soup. I did put some really big garlic bulbs in there, so I'm gonna pull those out. And then I'm gonna hit it with the immersion blender. We're gonna hit it and get those mushrooms kind of chunked all up in there. I mean to tell you, it's condensed cream of mushroom soup, and it's delicious. And then we're gonna take some butter, not a lot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little bit of like a roux. We're just gonna throw in some butter and throw in a little flour and get it cooked off a little bit. And what that's gonna do is just thicken up our soup. Now the important reason to cook it down is you wanna cook out the raw flour flavor. It's just gonna look like a paste. It's gonna feel like a paste. And you're gonna smell that now it smells nutty and not like raw flour. So you're gonna know. And then you're just gonna pour this back in there. So we're stirring that in and we're heating it up. We have a nice, thick, condensed cream of soup. It just needs a tad of salt. So we have this cute casserole dish. You're gonna wanna put your butter in there. So just grab you a stick of butter or some olive oil, get that coated. I'm gonna put a little bit just on the bottom. It's condensed and it's thick, so you don't have to make it the consistency you want it before you put it in the oven. These green beans are gonna finish cooking and they're gonna leak out the water. Then you're gonna put in your onions, and of course, again, this is to taste. I do like things layered up instead of stirred in a bowl, but that is just opinion. And then we're gonna put some more of that soup. Man, this is gonna be good. Look at that. We're gonna add one more layer of the crispy onions. Do 350, so you'd wanna start it off open and then finish it closed, or vice versa. You just don't want those onions getting too brown. And when it starts getting all bubbly and you'll see the water release, I mean like 10 minutes. It's not gonna take long at all. Everything's done. That is gonna be homemade, so good.